Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a mailbag segment, mostly because I have a bunch of stuff coming in through Amazon that affects this channel or I will be doing videos about here in the near future, so I decided to just go ahead and unbox this stuff or unbag it on video here. These both came in today. They're rubber banded together like this, and like I said, I got a bunch of stuff together, so I'm going to wait until I get everything and get it all unboxed before I edit this video. But anyway, take the rubber band off and let's see what we have here. I don't think there's any real easy way to open these. I'm pretty sure it's just like these sort of bubble wrapped things. But we'll see what we have inside here. Couple. We got another one of these on the inside even. So what's this first off? Alright, so these are these little Gopro clip things. I have a cheap little knockoff action camera that my little clip broke for it, so I actually went and just bought 10 of them. So there's that. This thing says something on it there. Yeah, this is just about as boring. I'll put links to this stuff in the description so you just would have it. These are just these sort of Dupont connector cables. I use some of these for the little NRF24L1 boards, so I decided to go pick some more of these up because I had these sort of female to female ones, and this actually has a few different styles. It says female to female. These are all male to male, looks like. And then these are male to female, and there's some other miscellaneous ones here. So, looks like I may have started off with a boring one. We'll see. Looks like the best way to open this is just going to be slicing it right there because everything's over on the other side. Not sure what exactly we have. Alright, anti-static bag full of stuff. I bet I know what that is already. And this thing. Now this might be a little bit interesting. This is a Bluetooth LED controller. This is only like 15 bucks or something like that. And I want to use this to put over on my computer setup. But anyway, little Bluetooth controller. I'm going to make another video about this because right now I don't think I have a 12-volt power supply laying around. I could probably make something. A little QR code. Presumably that's for the app. If you want to go check out the app, I guess you can. That's got an Apple logo on it though. That's not going to work very well for me. Android on the other side, yep. Alright, so I'll stick that back in the box. And I'm almost certain these are just little... How is this in here so it didn't get messed up? Like that? Whatever. Anyway, Bluetooth LED controller. We'll see how well that works because I'm kind of skeptical about it for the price of it, but we'll see. Because that was actually cheaper than just buying one of those with the infrared remotes, so... Anyway, and then these are just Arduino Nanos, 10 of them. 10 Arduino Nanos, so actually, yeah, you can see one right there. So those aren't too terribly interesting. I'm not going to take those out of the bag. I'll just leave those for now. So that's it for today's mailbag items. I'll probably see you on Monday. None of this stuff was actually supposed to come here today, so I wasn't entirely sure what any of it was, but anyway, more stuff coming on Monday probably, so I'll see you in like half a second, which for me will be another couple of days. Alright, so it is Monday now. Next package has arrived. UPS guy actually just showed up a few minutes ago, so let's see what we have in this one. LCD 12 volt 6 amp. I do believe this is just a power supply, which I actually ordered for that little Bluetooth LED controller. It looks like. Some bubble wrap. Feels like it's all pop though, it's kind of disappointing. Yeah, so power cord, power supply in the bag, already fallen out of the bag. And replacement AC adapter. I think it should be 12 volts and 6 amps, yep. So I'm just going to use this for powering LEDs. I think that's the standard 2.1mm jack there. Made in China. Looks like a really cheap AC adapter, probably was. Cord seems pretty thin, actually. So, hopefully that'll work. But anyway, let's go ahead and see what else is in there. Okay, these are more mounts for that camera that I mentioned earlier. So I've got flat ones and curved ones. These are just the ones that stick onto stuff. Got the 3M double-sided tape there. Now I've mentioned this in other videos, but I really want to redo the cable management on my computer, or my entire computer setup. So these are just Velcro cable straps. So I think there's 50 of them in here. And these are the sort of thing you just kind of wrap your cables inside of that, pull this through the loop, and then that holds your cables together or to something in order to keep them organized. Definitely something that my computer setup needs quite desperately, actually. So 10 LR44 batteries. These are, I bought these because my digital calipers use this size of battery. So I actually killed one of the batteries that it came with, so I figured I better get some more. Next up we have these things, which are HDMI to DVI adapters. The reason why I bought these things is because I have, the Raspberry Pi 3, but I don't really have a dedicated HDMI monitor that I can give this thing. But what I do have is a DVI monitor that I can hook up to that actually has built-in speakers, so I can use that as well. And you can convert HDMI to DVI passively, which is what these adapters are, just passive adapters. So those aren't too interesting there. And this is a 16 gigabyte kit of RAM. Now, this is actually the exact same kit of RAM that's in my computer currently. And I have another 2 slots that I can put RAM into, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that all the way up to 32 gigs, which would be the max of the motherboard. So again, not too terribly interesting. And this is a hard drive. This is actually a NAS hard drive. I'm going to use it as a desktop hard drive, but it should be just fine. This will have a slightly different firmware in it than a normal desktop hard drive would have. Should still work basically the same way. Reason why I actually went with HGST for the hard drive is because I wanted something that was a reasonable price. Originally I was looking at Western Digital black hard drives, and when I started looking at a 3 terabyte hard drive for a Western Digital black, and the seal is actually, well, it's not a seal, it's just a random sticker. Never mind. But when I first started looking at the 3 terabyte WD black drives, they were $150 or something like that. I figured that would be okay. Western Digital's a decent brand. And last time I looked at them is when I was wanting to go and actually buy the hard drive, and they're up to like $172 or something ridiculous like that. And then I went and looked on, what was it, Black Blaze, I think is the company, but they publish all of their findings with different hard drives. And HGST or Hitachi drives are actually some of the most reliable ones that they have. Well, they are the most reliable drives that they're using. And Western Digital drives are ironically the least reliable ones that they had for Q1 of 2016. So I found that kind of odd, so I went ahead and picked this up. This is like 120 bucks, 7200 RPM drive. It says it's for a NAS, which should mean that this thing should be perfectly capable of running 24/7. So there's some information and stuff on there, whatnot. And currently I have a Western Digital green hard drive in there, and that thing's kind of concerning me because the load unload cycle count ticks up so fast on the WD green drive. So anyway, that's it for today's items. I think I still have one more thing that's supposed to come in like August 1st, which is a ways from now. I think, well, today's the 25th. So anyway, one more thing will come in before this video ends. But anyway, I'll see you when that comes. Alright, so this will be the last package for this mailbag. This one I do have a project based around that'll come up soon, so I'll go ahead and cut this thing open. Not entirely sure how this box is supposed to open up. I think there's a tab underneath here, but there's so much tape in the way. Yeah. That'll work. A lot of bubble wrap. Usually when you buy things that come straight from China, they're just in that little envelope, so this is more than I was expecting. Underneath all that, there's a small anti-static bag. And let's see here, I have to cut this open too, ain't I? And this is a very small Hall effect current sensor. I forget what the number of the chip is on these things. I'll have to either turn this light on and look at it really closely, or put it on the screen in editing. Not sure, can you read it? Upside down? What is that, ACS? .712T is what it looks like, but not really sure that that's it. But anyway, this is a 30 amp current sensor module. It's meant for, well, it says it's meant for Arduino, but I imagine it works for just about anything. But this is a Hall effect current sensor, so you should be able to see on here. Well, it's supposed to be Hall effect anyway. Looks like the current actually does pass through the chip. There, if you look at the pads there, those you see the two pins on the far left are connected together, the two pins on the far right are connected together. And it looks like it's actually like a double-sided board, the current being passed through both sides of it. So you can kind of see how that is there. Like I said, 30 amps, just got a little terminal block there, and then I assume this is 5 volts. Yeah, 5 volts ground and an output, which is just an analog output. So I'll have a couple of videos messing around with this thing, as well as the actual project that I want to use this for. So anyway, that pretty much wraps up this first mailbag video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Yeah, it's basically just me opening stuff that I bought online, but anyway, don't expect these too often because I don't usually buy a whole lot of stuff at once. Like this video is actually shot over the course of like a week or two, so anyway, that's it for this mailbag. Hopefully I'll see you in another one, so that's it for now, guys. Bye.